78 Sports TV here. Alright guys, I've been putting this video off for a while. Time to do it. Go ahead and get it out the way. I was hoping that maybe I'd be able to talk to James before making this video to get my final opinion on it, but haven't been able to reach James Kirkland. I don't know what's going on with him. His number has changed, and my other means of contacting him are no longer available, so I don't know. It's like he just disappeared. Okay? So I have to form my own opinion based off of what I am reading in these articles and what I'm seeing. I haven't seen James Kirkland do any interviews refuting any of this. I haven't seen it. Okay? So, James Kirkland, first of all, everybody knows James Kirkland is my favorite fighter in boxing today. Alright? Nobody in boxing displays the ferociousness, the courage, right, the determination that this man brings into the ring in every single fucking fight. Okay, he becomes a different type of animal inside that fucking ring. All right, unlike anything I've seen in a long time. There's no one else that I would rather watch than James Kirkland when he's inside the ring. James Kirkland is the type of guy, it does not matter. He could have 3 or 4 losses on his record, and people would still pay to see him because of the way he goes about his business in the ring. That's how valuable of a fighter he is. After saying all of that, okay, we got to keep it 100. All right? We got to talk the truth here. The last time I spoke to James, he was telling me that he has some problems with his promoter, 50 Cent. There was some disagreements and misunderstandings going on. Basically, James felt like, certain promises were made to him before signing with 50 Cent that have not been fulfilled after signing with 50 Cent. Okay? He had the Glenn Tapia fight. Beautiful fight. Great fight. Classic war. All right? Everything seemed to be going good. And then hiatus. We don't hear from James for over almost a year. Nothing. Right? So, he gets offered the Canelo fight according to reports. Like I said, I don't know if this is actually a fact because I haven't spoken to James or anybody from his team. So I don't know if they were actually given a contract to fight Canelo Alvarez. So based off of what I'm reading in these articles, it looks like James Kirkland turned down the Canelo fight. All right. Also, what we do know is the Gabe Rosado situation. He was offered a fight with Gabe Rosado. All right. He took the fight with Rosado. To my understanding, he was going to make $270,000 for the fight. He then backtracked and pulled out of the fight. And from the reports that I'm reading, they're saying that James first said he pulled out of the fight because, hey, I'm not going to have enough time to get back in shape. And then they said, okay, well, we'll push the date back to December to give you enough time to get in shape. And then James said, no, I need some more money. Okay? My goodness gracious. First of all, let me say this. James, if you're listening, if anybody out there knows how to contact James Kirkland, send him this joint right here. Okay? Now, first of all, with your fighting style and what you bring to the table, I think that you should be making at least $1 million every fucking fight. All right? Because you put yourself in harm's way, and you do everything that people claim that they want to see in a fight. You do it. So I think you deserve to get paid at least $1 million a fight. However, James, most of this shit is your fault, bro. Most of this shit is your fault because you are taking long hiatuses away from the ring. Okay? Long gaps and absences away from the ring that you cannot do. This is a what have you done for me lately sport of boxing. Okay? So as talented and as gifted as you are, when you're fighting, when fans don't get a chance to really follow you, okay? When you don't get a chance to build that momentum, all right? You're hurting yourself. You fought Glenn Tapia last December, I think, all right? This is almost another year, and you haven't been in the ring, but you expect to get these crazy dollars. It's not gonna happen like that, bruh. Right? You were off when your situation with Golden Boy. All right, you were off for like a year and a half. You were away from boxing. Okay, I'm sure much debt has been accumulated in that time. I'm sure, you're a man, I'm a man, I understand life is shit that you have to do, okay? Especially if you're accustomed to making a certain amount of money, all right? I know there's debt out there, okay? So you come back and you fight Tapia. One fight didn't clear all that shit up. Couldn't have. Now you've been off for almost a year again. I know you need this bread. So you're turning down over $250,000 because you think you deserve more. I think you deserve more too, but you're not in a position to say fuck that money, okay? You're not in a position. You gotta live, bruh. Alright? You have to fucking live. You have to take care of yourself. Worry about getting what's owed to you later. Go out there and take it out on Rosado, okay? Go in there and fight your ass off against Rosado. Get that money, pay your bills, get right back in the ring 2 months later. Don't sit back and get out of shape. Get right back in the ring 2 months later, even if it's against a bum. You need to be active. You need to be on HBO. People need to see you constantly, okay? HBO is in love with you. Take advantage of that situation. You cannot afford to be turning down fights, bro. Right? You were offered a fight with Gennady Triple G Golovkin for the middleweight crown. A fighter as respected as Gennady Golovkin and as feared as Gennady Golovkin. James Kirkland versus Gennady Golovkin would have been a smash hit for HBO. However, I didn't see you turn down the fight, but I did see members of your team on the internet shooting down that fight. We not fighting no Triple G. Okay? Listen, I understand you guys want to get your money. I feel you, right? I do. But it's work that has to be, it's dues that have to be paid first, bruh. Okay? You have to get in the rhythm, right? Get you 2 or 3 fights in a row going, right? Get that demand building so 50 can have something to go into negotiations with to get the money for you, okay? But if you're taking these long hiatuses away from the sport, you're getting in trouble, legal troubles and stuff like this, all right? And you're building all these, you're burning bridges everywhere around you, okay? You're burning bridges. People are talking bad about you left and right. They're talking bad about you, saying you're difficult to work with, that you're a head case, you're insane, you're an alcoholic, all this stuff that people are saying about you, and I'm not going to defend it. You're my favorite fighter, but I'm not going to defend this shit because I don't know what the hell you're doing, okay? I got love for you, bro, but you have to get back on your grind, okay? You do not want to be one of these guys of what could have been, okay? You have the tools, you have the talent to be somebody great, to be remembered, to leave a legacy in this sport of boxing. Do not fuck yourself out of your dream. Do not fuck yourself out of an opportunity, okay? Because listen, $250,000 might not be nothing to you, okay? But $250,000, $250,000 is still $250,000, all right? It's a lot of shit you can do with that fucking money, all right? I'm sure you got bills and shit you can pay with that goddamn money, all right? To turn down that fucking money is ridiculous. You listen, man. I can't remember how long James been fighting. James been fighting for a long fucking time, bruh. You supposed to have 45 fucking 50 fucking fights by now in your career, all right? But you've had so many gaps, so many interruptions. You have to get back into the rhythm, all right? You need to get you about another 4 or 5 fights under your belt, all right, before you start demanding that big fucking money. And it's going to be there. They will pay you that fucking money, but you got to put the fucking work in, bro, all right? This is a what have you done for me lately sport, all right? Now, when you fucking up, when you got people questioning your sanity, all right? That's when you know you fucking up. Leaving Ann Wolf, going back to Ann Wolf, leaving Ann Wolf, going back to Ann Wolf. All right? All this stuff you're doing, man, it's starting to point to you. Okay? All this shit is starting to point to you. So these are all words that I love. I hope you hear, hope you understand, and I hope you get back in the ring real soon so we can get back to enjoying James Kirkland, the Mandingo Warrior. So, 78 Sports TV, you guys who watch it, let me know what you think. I'll holler.